Hello and welcome to Fashion Report Friday, the weekly video series trying to get you the most MGP possible from the Gold Saucer when judging begins for the Fashion Report minigame every Friday. This is week 313, and if we talk to the Master Rose, you will see that this time the theme is active children. The individual clues include small folk for our chest, you also whisper fine for our legs, I believe in magic for our feet, and for our bottom or left ring slot, the coil that binds. In this video we have a 100 score as well as a series of easy 80s. Without further ado, let's go straight to that 100 score. Okay, as you can plainly see, we've gone with a lot of the clues there with direct representations. That's given us a 100 score. It is pretty straightforward this week. I personally went for the Oasis tunic for our chest. First of all, this is something you can obtain from the Gold Saucer itself for 3000 MGP from the prize claims section. This is actually really quite useful to have. It pops up quite a bit in Fashion Report. There are some other alternatives that are exactly the same that would work if you'd rather. So the Oasis doublet, the Riviera dress and Riviera doublet will all work as well for gold rating, and they will all cost 3000 MGP as well, but this is the one I personally went with. For our legs then, it should come as no surprise that we're going for the Whisper Fine woolen shorts. I don't believe there is anything else that would fit into this slot and would immediately give you a gold slot reward. So yeah, this is something you can craft with Weaver. It's not too difficult to craft, but of course if you want to, you can get this from the market board from other players instead. For our feet then, there are a few ideas for this. I chose to go the path of the caster though, and I went to the Pillars of Ishgard and talked to Norlays in a jeweled Grosier to buy the Archaeoskin Shoes of Casting. These are pretty good, they will get you gold rating. Alternatives to this, the Archaeoskin Shoes of Aiming, and the other alternative is the Archaeoskin Shoes of Healing. Those should also work for gold as well. There are probably some other slot options for this, but I did not test them this week. I only tested the Archaeoskin ones. And then finally, for our bottom or left ring slot as it's called, I went for the Allegan Ring of Striking. They're all unrestricted, all of these rings, so it doesn't really matter which one you get, and they can be equipped on any role in the game. This is from the Binding Coil of Bahamut on turn 1. This then is something that even a free trial player at max level through that free trial will be able to easily unsynchronize and unrestrict and just go in there and destroy solo, since it is just level 50. So not too bad. Any of these Allegan rings should work for gold. I don't see why any of them wouldn't. And that's the 100 score. Not too bad this week, fairly straightforward. However, it does require a little bit of running around if you are, obviously not wanting to do the Coil of Bahamut and things like that. So let's move on to some easy 80s. For the first of our easy 80s then, I decided to go for something with dies. So as you can see here, what we've got is we've got the Archaeoskin Shoes of Casting, which is obviously vendor purchased at level 50. Locked to caster, this specific one, but alternatively you could go for the Aiming Archaeoskin Shoes as well as the Archaeoskin Shoes of Healing as well. Just dye those Soot Black dye, which is not particularly difficult to get a hold of, and that will work for that slot. And then additionally dye any legs in the game Bark Brown dye, which is a 40 gil dye from a dye merchant, and you're pretty much golden. As long as you have something in every other slot of gear, that dye and that dye with those shoes will get you an 80 score guaranteed. Not that difficult, honestly, but of course not everybody will be an aiming, casting or healing user, so let's find something that you can do. On my alts, I decided to do it like this, at least. So this is the most friendly I can imagine towards free trial players, is just essentially requiring you to unsync the Coil of Bahamut turn 1 for any ring. We actually managed to get the striking ring, hilariously enough, the same one I was using previously, but they're unrestricted. You can use them on any class that's level 50 or above. And then we've combined that with the Oasis doublet or any of those chest pieces, like I say. Combining two items from the 100 is going to get you an 80 score guaranteed. We've got slightly above that mostly because those extra 5 points come from adding up random things we've got equipped, but don't expect those to always be there, those points, depending on what you equip. But as long as you have 2 of any of the items from the 100, or like I showed you before with those die combos, you will be fine. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. A link in the description will take you to the Reddit thread where this is theorized each and every week. Of course, give that some love. Thank you so much for the support, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.